In this video, this is the look I will be doing using dark brown eyeshadow colors. And as always, to start with, you will need some type of eyeshadow primer, or you can use a concealer, and what I'm using is MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm putting this all over my eyelid using a concealer brush. Then I'm going to use the color Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to use my favorite Morphe M441 brush and just apply it on the outer corner and into the crease. Then I'm going to use the Lorac Pro palette, and I'm using the shade Espresso. This is a very, very dark, deep shade, so you do not need a lot of it, and I'm using my favorite crease brush, which is by Unique, and I apply this on the outer corner of my eye and really push it into the crease area. And like I said, you do not need a lot of it, so use the tiny little bit to begin with, and then just continue to spread that around and really blend it in. After applying on the outer corner and my crease, I do take what's left over in those areas and just pull it more onto the eyelid and towards the center of my eye. Then I'm going to use the Anastasia Self-Made palette in the shade Hot and Cold. I'm using the brush that comes in the palette, and I'm using the smaller end. And this I'm just really pushing in all over the rest of my eyelid and blending it in with the colors that I put on before. I'm also making sure that this color does not go anywhere above the crease, and I do take it all the way to the inner corner of my eye. Then I'm going to use the opposite end of that same brush, which is just a fluffier end with no makeup on it, and I take this all over the eyelid and just dust over all the eyeshadow that I applied to remove any excess and to really blend everything out, making it look nice and smooth. Then I'm going to actually use the color underneath, the one that I pointed to with that same fluffy brush I just used, and that is also by Makeup Geek. It's called Shimma Shimma, and this one is just going to go above all of the eyeshadow that I applied for a highlight. Moving on to liner, this is Maybelline's gel liner, and I'm using a very small angled brush. And for this, I'm just lining the very top part near my lashes from corner to corner. I also add a wing with this one, and I really do take my time with this just because I want to make everything look nice and smooth and even with the line. I don't want it to look too thick in some places and too thin in other. I also take this same liner and I do underneath my lower lash line, and I do that because I feel like it helps keep my actual eyeliner on throughout the day, and also with this look I want it to be more of a heavy eyeliner. So doing this is going to give me the very thick eyeliner look that I'm going for. Next, I'm moving on to my favorite eyeliner ever that I just cannot get away from. This is a MAC eye kohl, and it's in the shade Smolder. It's just the blackest black you can get. I take this in line from corner to corner on the lower, and I also go above to just kind of connect with the gel liner that I did above my lashes earlier. Next, I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm just going to do a quick light coat on my top lashes. I am using the Superhero Mascara by IT Cosmetics. I'm just applying a little bit of this just so I can blend these in for when I go and put on my false lashes afterwards. And this is the final look after putting on my false lashes, doing my foundation, eyebrows, and lips. If you like this look, I also have a separate video on how I did my foundation here that I will link at the end of this video. If you like this video also, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you for watching.